Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special guest. This man needs no introduction. Greatest golf coach of all time, arguably. Is it okay if we call you the GOAT?
Sure, I've been called a lot worse. So,
So we have David Leadbetter here, the GOAT of golf coaching. Very awesome video that we're gonna have today. He's gonna help me with my swing, gonna get me all dialed in. And thanks for coming, David.
thanks, pleasure to be on the channel, and congratulations, all the good work you're doing.
Thank you.
CEO of golf.
Yes.
Wow, that's a big title.
I know, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, well, we'll have a little fun today and help you a little bit with your swing, with your game. I mean, obviously, I've seen you over the years from about this high, so it'd be interesting to see how you are. I haven't seen you for a while, but hopefully, the viewers will get something out of it.
Yeah, we should have a blast today, guys. Let's go.
Okay, Rebek, we've got some golf balls. We're ready to go. So, see the big tree out there in the distance?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just make that your target. What do you got there? What club you got?
It's a 7.
7 on?
7
Okay,
iron.
that's fine. Okay, so why don't you just clip a couple for me? I want to just observe. Problem has always been with your swing, and this applies to some people, Remek, is that your swing always looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure it's that, man, you look like you're swinging well, and then, what'd you shoot? 76. Okay, fine. So it's, so that's the problem. I mean, it's not something that really stands out because you've got nice flow to your swing. You do get a little out of position, and we'll talk about it. Okay, let's hit a couple more. Okay. Can you hit me a slightly lower one there?
Yeah, low one.
Yeah, just, a little, we're into a bit of a breeze here. Let's see, just,
A little flighted shot.
yeah, let's see you flight it. Okay, so a little deep divot there when you tried that, but
Yeah.
have your divots been okay depth-wise recently? A little deep, maybe?
Pretty steep. Yeah,
Little
pretty steep.
Yeah, okay. So, obviously there's a lot of different things that you look at in a golf swing and you say, okay, how does this player work? How does his swing work? How does her swing work? And so a lot of swings that work. I mean, ideally in a golf swing, simply if people ask me what my philosophy is, I talk about trying to synchronize the inside part, the torso, with the outside part, with the club, the hands and the arms, and see how those two blend together. A lot of times you'll see players, especially better players, the body gets too far ahead, the club gets stuck behind.
Yeah.
Poorer players, there's different things that go on. So I look a lot at sort of the start of the swing, because in a perfect world, look, it's like the shorter, not necessarily short, but the shorter the distance the club travels to the top, the better.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's got to go on a sort of a bit of a roundabout journey, okay, this is where you can actually lose the sync of the swing. Say it's like a 400-meter runner. If he changes lanes and then changes lanes again, he's probably not going to run 400 meters. He's going to run 410, say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, so let's go ahead now. Let's see you set up to the ball.
Okay.
So I'm going to introduce you to a little magic gadget here, okay? Here we go. So look, this is, here it is. It's in this pocket, in this little pouch here. It's very interesting, because I've actually, with all the research I've done there, one of the things that we see is the fact that the start of the swing is so crucial. And you look at, it's interesting how you look at so many of the tour players today, how they rehearse that backswing.
Yeah, they get like a little, it's almost like a little check.
Yeah,
Like they just look at the club.
Some players look at it, some players don't.
Yeah.
But it's like more and more are actually sort of, they're getting away from the old sort of waggle like they used to. But they're getting this sort of one-piece look where they're almost rehearsing the start of the swing.
Yeah.
And that's what this does. It actually gets you on track early and helps you to synchronize your swing to a point where you clip it on, and it makes you very aware. I mean, look, I brought out a number of training aids through the years, and I call this a swing aid because it aids your swing. But more than anything, it sort of makes you very aware, hey, how do I start the backswing? Because make no mistake, I mean, especially higher handicaps, they have no idea how to start the swing.
Yeah.
Okay, do I take it straight back? Do I take it one piece? Do I extend it as far as I can? Do I cock my wrist early? I mean, how do I do? Do I move my weight early? It's as if, geez, they're clueless. And so the problem is, if you've got a bad start, you're compensating from there on in. Obviously, I mean, and for the most part, the tour players have very similar looks how they get that club moving away. So the takeaway to me is probably really one of the most important fundamentals, because it's the first move in the swing. Now, for sure, I mean, good posture, good grip sort of goes towards this. I mean, if you don't start off with a good platform, it's hard to compensate from there on in. But the fact is, if you can get off to a good start, it's like the first link in the chain. So here we go. So here it is. So it works for right-handers and left-handers. Okay.
What is this called?
It's called the straightaway. Okay. Straightaway by Leadbetter. Okay. So here we go. So it's a.
You just put it on right here.
You got the idea. Yeah. Just clip it on. Just give it a shove. It's not going to break. There you go. Clip it. There you are. Good. Nice. You don't have to have a mechanical engineering degree in order to get this working here.
Yeah.
Remick. Okay. Good. I'll do the other one.
It's good for me.
Here we go. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. I did an ad for Callaway years ago, and I always remember that. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
It's what my parents always said.
All right, so now take your address now. Okay, so, all right, so it's very simple, very, very, very simple, and it really addresses two issues. First of all, mainly the takeaway, and then, which we'll talk about just in a minute, is how you come into the ball. So now, just what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set this up. Okay, so I'm going to set this alignment stick up here, which goes, this is your target line, okay? It's gonna go right at that tree. Should be just about right, yeah, perfect. Yeah. All right, now, so take your address. Okay, you can sort of kick this out of the way in a minute, but I'm gonna put one down on your toe line now, okay? And this is the important one. The nice thing about it, all we're trying to do, okay, is to actually get the club moving through a little movement with your torso, okay? And say, we'll talk about that. It's like, yeah, we wanna feel, it's almost like your right oblique is sort of moving up and your left oblique moves down. Yeah, what we see a lot of time, people hear the word turn. So when they turn, it really sort of messes things up because they say, we're turning on an angle here. We're moving like this, right? We're not turning on a flat horizontal plane. I mean, if we're holding the club out here, yeah, we would be, but not. We're bent forward here. So it's really important to sort of get the feeling. In fact, just to give you that feeling here, okay, just grab your, okay, that's it, just like you. Right, now, right, so now what I want you to do is move from here. Come on, move there. Yeah, do you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you feel literally, this is your engine, I can tell you right now, okay? Yeah. If you get the core moving, there you are, good. Now, your hips, will they move? Yeah, sure, but this is the leader right here, so up we go. Good, now you're really cool. You see, you're winding those big stomach and back muscles out. It's, the core is really a bunch of muscle that goes around your midsection here. It's not just, it's really not a little dot in the middle, as obviously if you were doing yoga, people might talk about that. But now from there, now you can start to move forward. Now unwind, now go. Boom, perfect. So you're really, you're coring it, it's a correct move. So do that again.
Gosh, you just really feel that.
So the nice thing about, the nice thing about the straightaway is that it sort of almost fixes things itself, because if you get in the right position, it's, you're home free. The key though, we have a couple of exercises, we call them enhancement drills. And this is an enhancement drill, just to enhance the movement away, because remember, we want to get the feeling that this, okay, that's what's moving, and as a result, your hands, your arms, and the club move, and you will see, hold the club for me now.
Just like an extension of that almost, right?
Precisely, yeah, exactly right. And we'll show you just another little trick in a minute. And it's all, because the thing is, what we're doing here, using the straightaway is teaching through feel, okay? Changing mechanics through feel. If you've got to stand there and think of this, you know how hard it is, right? I mean, it's hard to play like that. Man, it's like,
no chance.
Geez, it's like paralysis through analysis, as we like to say to a lot of golfers. But now take your setup. Okay. And we really want to just make this movement very, very short. So when you move this back, okay, let's see, as you're moving back, keep coming. Yeah. That's it. You see, so this is actually moving in towards you slightly, and the club head actually moves very slightly inside the target line. Can you see that? So do that again. Right. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Perfect. And can you feel this sort of almost this? That's
all I'm really feeling right there.
Yeah.
It's just like this turning.
Yeah. It's like it's winding. It's like it's almost, see, it's this movement. It's like a V here. Right. So, oops, up we go. Good. Now again, I'll do that again. That's it. Okay, so now you see that's a very different look to where you tend to be at this point is where the club gets behind you early.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it gets, the club head gets inside your hands early. And if you look at virtually every play, just look at those guys when they, I mean, you can go on YouTube and check it out. I mean, it's interesting where you can see, I mean, I even saw Tiger working with his son, Charlie. Okay, take your dress there.
It's Charlie drill.
Yeah, take your setup. Well, I mean, it was all over social media, and you could see, Tiger was doing this, okay, so if it keeps the club head out in front with the hands in and the club out, okay, so remember this, the club head moves very slightly inside the target line, there you go. And so and when you look at that now, okay, this is the whole key here. Look down at the yellow pointer arrow. You see how it's parallel to the one on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's also, when you view it from your viewpoint, it's slightly inside that line.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm actually looking at you from down there, I look behind you here. To me, it's right on top of it because because your eyes are sort of this side.
Yeah.
You look at it and it's like, wow, that looks inside. But the big key is that this pointer arrow is parallel to that. You don't want it out there.
Yeah.
And you certainly don't want it behind you here. Okay. So let's do that once again.
Yeah, because if you get it like behind there, then you have more of a chance to like.
Well, you have more of a chance to do that, or essentially you've then got to almost lift it to the top.
Yeah.
You know, where if you get it in this position here, simply inertia takes over, and it's literally, your body then says, okay, I'm in great position here, the club's in great position, now I'm just going to rotate, make my movement forward and swing to the target. So it really simplifies technique. That's what I really like about it. It doesn't make it complicated at all.
That was nice.
All right, so what we're going to do here, okay?
That's cool. You get like immediate feedback too.
Yeah. So let's, while we're there, we're going to give you a little workout here, just for a second. So
Okay.
just use the medicine ball here. So this is a, what is that, a 9-pounder or something, I think? Yeah.
6 or 9?
Six? Oh,
Yeah,
6. All right, sorry, we got upside down 9. Okay, right, so you can use anything, as long as it's got a bit of weight to it. Okay, now move. Right, do you see how this is moving that? This is the dog wagging the tail, okay?
Yeah.
This is not the tail wagging the dog, okay? So, and because it's heavy, a golf club only weighs a pound, and that really, it's easy just to take the club and get out of position.
Yeah.
Right here, perfect. Yeah, there you go, good. Close your eyes now, feel that. Good, once more. Good, now do it with the club.
It's a workout.
Yeah, it's a little workout. You feel those abs and that core really starting to work.
It's coming out of the grave, David. These abs, I'm telling you.
All right, so back we go now. Okay, okay. Now just you close your eyes now. Do this with closing your eyes. All right, and just have a look. Okay, and just tell me if you're in the right position or not. You can tell.
I think that's good.
Okay, yeah. Have a look at it. You look at it.
Yeah, that's good.
There you go. Perfect. So you can see. So that's why for you, actually rehearsing this little first movement there, I would actually add this into your routine. I love it that players are now sort of, whoop.
Yeah.
And you don't need to do it once. I mean, just if you want to look at it. Okay, let's take your address again.
Okay.
So here's the major drill. So you've got the concept here now.
Yeah.
Closing your eyes and doing that occasionally will give you a great feel. Okay, so do that again. So what I want you to do now, and you can see, this is important too. Never let the butt of the club get past your right hip pocket. That's as far as you want to go. It's a
For the
pretty
check?
Yeah, that's never get the shorter club. It won't even get that far. But a driver or so it will. And it'll appear the club head will go a lot further back because the shaft is longer. But you can see, so the butt of the club literally just gets to there, and look, you can see where the club head is. Nice, really good, really good. So now here's the test for you. Okay, it's going to take you just a couple of shots to get the feel of this. But the great drill with this, okay, and I'll move this back. Aim stick out of the way. That's it. Feel the arms relaxed there. Feel it's connected. Feel the core moving. All right.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to move the ball out of the way just for a second, because what your job then is to set the club, feeling at the club, as Rory likes to say, keeping the club in front of him. Okay. Rather than getting the club behind you.
Yeah.
And that's nice with this straightaway. You see, look at the red line. Okay. You see how it's in front of you here.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Because it's possible to make a perfect takeaway and then actually still you wing it around you. So your feeling is that this stays in front of you when you do that. Can you see that?
Yeah. So when I look at this in my backswing, it's almost like it doesn't get past 90 degrees.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it stays perfect. Less than
exactly
less than 90, less than a right angle.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay.
That's exactly. Yeah, 100%. Okay. So you're going to make a swing now. Okay. Because you're going to stop here. You're going to check it. And then you're going to complete your backswing, and you're going to swing all the way through. Complete your backswing and swing through. Good, good. It's an interesting how players, especially higher handicaps, who actually improve immediately, I say immediately after half a dozen shots to get the timing, but by starting from here. Why? Because they've got the head on the right track, they've got the butt of the club moving, or the hands are moving on the right track, they're synced up, and all they've got to do then is sort of set the club, complete the backswing, and swing through to the finish.
I'll tell you what, like my swing has been getting really long lately too, because I feel like this will fix that.
Oh, 100%. Because when you swing the club around you like you do, like this, Now, I mean, you're not going to keep going on that track. So what are you going to do? You're going to lift it. So as you lift it, your arms are sort of running on to finish your backswing, right?
Yeah, they get separated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's a real simple approach, and it really is a very efficient way of swinging the club. And it's honestly, anybody can do this. A high handicapper, a beginner, they can get the start right. Because if you don't get the start right, I mean, as I say, you know, one of our little slogans is start your swing like a pro, because virtually every pro, I mean, there's one or two exceptions, but virtually every pro will have the hands in, club head out. The difference is that most amateurs, okay, you've got a slight case of it, not like a lot of players, but they whip it in, the club so far behind them so early, you know, it's like instead of hands in, club head out, you know, they've got the hands out and club head in, the exact opposite. Let's hit a couple like that, see how it feels. Okay, so we're going to start here. Okay, so you can check it if you want to. You can do it a couple of times if you like. Okay, do it once more, and then now from there, stop, check, and then you're going to go. Okay, go ahead. All right, do it again. We're going to give you a few shots just to get going here. It's okay. It's interesting because all of a sudden it's like, see that one there actually looked pretty good, but the problem was that your body sort of stopped because that's your tendency. Yeah. Because when you have sort of this synchronization issue, which is something that's difficult to detect, but I can tell you, you've got it. So what happens is your body goes and it says, uh-oh, and you slow down and you wait for this to catch up. Yeah. Now, you better keep moving, okay? Yeah. Because if you don't, that's the sort of shot you're going to hit. You get this start. I mean, surprisingly, we haven't found players have taken too long to adapt to this start. Oh, really? I mean, years ago, I did an article in Golf Digest where I said, you know what? People should start the swing from here. Why? Because they mess up so badly in the first quarter of the swing that they have no chance. And so why is it not feasible to actually start from here? Why do we have to start from down here? I mean, if you look at batter and baseball, I mean, they're starting up here, right? I mean, they have a 6-inch backswing before they step into it. Yeah. So the backswing, hey, it's preparation for the downswing, but if you're out of whack going back, it's difficult to recover. So come on, let's do it again now. Hold it there. Yeah, it's perfect. Right, now. Stop there again. All right, now carry on. Again, okay, it's all right. Better. We're getting closer. Yeah, that was better. Yeah, but you're going to start to feel how you can actually move up to the ball. You know, I mean, certainly with your irons. I mean, look with the driver, you can hang back on it, head up on it. With the irons, you want to what we call cover it. Right. Okay? Oh, I see. Okay, so here's a little story. You know my daughter Hallie very well. Yes. She's on social media a lot now. Shout out Hallie Leadbetter. And she does. She spent quite a bit of time with Tiger, and Tiger said, I had a lesson from your dad one day back at Bay Hill. I think he was about 17. He won the US Junior, and he said, it was interesting because my pops was there, and so he was having a look at me, because Tiger at that point, man, he had some really quick hips, and he actually drew a wedge and an iron a lot. It was interesting, but unbelievable speeds and hand-eye coordination. So I actually sort of get him the feeling that the club was a little more in front of him on top and covering it. He said, it's the first time I heard the word covering it. Huh. So then Hallie said to Tiger, she said, hey Tiger, said, so how did that lesson work? He said, not so good, I shot 78 the first day. So the first round. So then I sent a message back to Hallie. I said, look, he might have played badly, the next day, but it sure as hell helped for the next 35 years. So anyway, that's a great story. Funny story. Anyway, awesome. Come on, let's see here. All right, so keep the arms soft. Okay, feel the core. Hold it there. All right, wind up and go. Stop there again. Right, go. Whoa, now we're getting it. That was good. I mean, that really was a good swing there. I mean, it's interesting how a good player will adapt. In other words, if you feel that the club's in sync, your body's going to move accordingly. Yeah. But that was really, really good. So the other thing is here now, okay, which obviously we're a little short on time here, but because we could stay here all day doing this. But the fact is, most of what you need is right there. Yeah. It's like you can use a mirror. You can, it's like. I like that, like stomach motion that we did with almost like a V, right? Yeah. That V shape, like looking to like picture in your brain to where like, okay, my core is going to work up and back instead of around and back, right? Absolutely. And I also like that where if a mirror's ahead of you,
Yeah.
and you actually make the movement and you can actually see it, as long as you've got a flexible enough neck, you can actually see where the hands are in and the club is out.
Yeah, with the club out.
You know,
yeah.
exactly. Because that, you want to get the picture. You want to really see,
Yeah.
okay, that's where it's got to be. So now just take your dress here. Just want to go through this little movement here.
Okay.
Why I like this, especially for better players. Okay, so now if we go back, that's it. Now complete your backswing. Yeah, good. Now start forward here. Now check what happens as you come into the ball here. Okay, you're going to keep rotating through, but look where the arrow's pointing.
Yeah.
You see how that's pointing there?
Yeah, that's cool.
A lot of good players who sort of what they call getting stuck, the club stuck behind them.
Yeah, like
Poorer players, the club's over there somewhere. But what it does, okay, do that again, work it back to the top. This is a very good visual because I say visually, if you can get the right image, boy, it's okay. And hold it out there, and you can see. Look,
Wow.
And you can see, look where your body is at that point. I mean, literally, all you got to do is keep moving from
Right
there.
on top of it.
Boom, you're right
So
on top of it.
So good.
Yeah, so it's a self-help tool.
Yeah.
So I love this straight away because I say, to me, it's putting the onus on the player. It doesn't force you to get in a certain position, but it identifies where you should be. Okay, hold it there, check it.
Okay.
Good, perfect, right, now come on, let's see. Ooh, get in there,
Yeah, it's close.
get in there. One more there.
Close.
You're gonna like this.
It's like having David Leadbetter right there with you.
Yeah, maybe that's not always a good thing, but anyhow, let's see. All right, come on, let's see. Just hold it there.
Boom.
That's it. Good. Right, now off we go. Oh, that was pure.
That was flush.
Man, and you see, honestly, I visually saw that we took a few swings earlier just for me to double check.
Yeah.
Make sure my eyes haven't gone, which they haven't, fortunately. But I could see earlier how much more inside you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very.
Despite the fact that, hey, it didn't look flat at the top, but you think of it, you're going here, so it's traveling much further than it needs to in order to get to the completion point, right?
Yeah.
The start and coming to impact are the most important moves in the swing.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, David.
Oh, well, enjoy the straightaway, as I say. Clip it and rip it.
Clip it and rip it. I'm going to put all the stuff in the link in the description below so you guys can go purchase one yourself. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.